Hello, I'm Vika Inogradova. This is the Recipes for Lazy Bones channel. A 1,500 calorie menu with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. The menu is composed so that we have proteins, fats, and carbohydrates in full value so that it is not very harmful. It's not like we're going to have boiled chicken and buckwheat, but something more interesting, tasty, varied, but still related to healthy products. We start with breakfast. It must be made as filling as possible, with a large amount of protein so that the body has something to take building material from. We will definitely add some fiber there and some kind of useful fats. We break 2 eggs, salt them, and add spices to taste. For example, you can take sweet paprika and dried herbs. I took basil, stirred it, and need to make an egg pancake. Add a little bit of vegetable oil to the skillet, spread it around, and fry the pancake over medium heat. While one side is frying, cut a small amount of tomato, bell pepper, and lettuce. I'm using iceberg lettuce, but you can also use Peking cabbage, spinach, arugula, or even parsley. As the bottom of the egg pancake browns, flip it over and sprinkle with grated cheese. You need just a tiny bit of cheese, literally 10 grams. Lay out the vegetables and greens. If you want, instead of semi-hard cheese, you can spread a little cottage cheese or sprinkle Adige cheese. You can crumble feta goat cheese. We laid out the vegetables, cover with the second half of the pita. On top for beauty, literally 3-4-5 grams of cheese. The greens turn out to be hearty, very juicy due to the filling. At the same time, we calmly count calories to indulge ourselves with a cup of aromatic coffee. You can enjoy it with milk, sugar, or a sugar substitute. The coffee is good and natural. I ordered 2 flavors on Amazon, one with caramel and spices, the other with milk chocolate and nuts. Both are 100% Arabica. I got one ground and the other in beans. The coffee is very aromatic with a bright saturated taste like from a good coffee shop. The price is very democratic. Makbush, a company that has been roasting beans since 2002, is engaged in production. They have been on the market for over 19 years. And they have a huge variety of flavors, from classic to unusual combinations. I'll leave the links where I ordered in the description under the video. The coffee indeed is very good, so I really recommend it. And we're doing a snack. I suggest making it very light. Let's prepare a healthy sandwich. We will take an avocado as a base. Those who think that avocado is, oh my god, very expensive, a nightmare, I tell you straight away. First of all, we don't need a whole one, but only half. You can even take a third or a quarter of an avocado, and what to do with the rest. We cut the fruit in half, sprinkled lemon juice on the cut side of one half, covered it with film to ensure contact, and refrigerated it. It will stay fresh for several days. The top may darken a little, nothing scary, just there we accurately cut off the very top with a knife. Further under it, we have the same beautiful avocado, green, pretty. It can be safely used in other dishes. For example, for breakfast, with the same egg, just additionally cut the avocado beautifully, perfectly. Moreover, it contains a large amount of beneficial fats, macro elements. The thing is wonderful. So we make it just for a snack, a very useful sandwich. We took half an avocado, sliced it softly, and added literally 20 grams of cottage cheese to it. Instead, you can take natural yogurt or low-fat sour cream. We mash it with a fork to make a spread. When the avocado is ripe, it's very pliable, soft, literally like room temperature butter. We sprinkle some salt and pepper here. You can also sprinkle a handful of chopped parsley or dill. We take black rye bread, generously spread it with the spread. Top with sliced cucumbers, tomatoes, radishes, or bell peppers. The spread goes beautifully with any similar vegetables. And since it's a summer video, the peak of the berry season, you can add a handful of fresh berries, for example, cherries. Instead of berries, you can of course use fruits. The only thing to watch out for is their low glycemic index. That is, for example, grapes definitely do not fit us, there is a lot of fructose. Banana, a very starchy product, it's also better to avoid it if you're trying to lose extra weight. In general, the simplest way to lose weight is to minimize the amount of mucus. That is, everything where there is mucus, we reduce everything to a minimum, and we try to consume a minimum of sugar and a minimum of starch in the first half of the day if we eat at all. We try to ensure that proteins, fats, and carbohydrates are present in every meal without exceeding calorie limits. That is, if you consume fewer calories than you burn in a day, the more so if you, for example, engage in some physical activities. 1,500 calories per day is easy to burn, so you inevitably lose weight. Returning to berries fruits, in this regard it is still more profitable to take berries, in the sense that they have more benefits, more of some useful macro and microelements, less fructose, more fiber, which is why fructose, it is better absorbed, enters the blood more slowly, and this is wonderful. And at the same time, berries, for example, and well, in principle, fruits too, they are very good at helping when you crave something sweet, you want something harmful, especially if you have some cake there, etc. But so you ate a small piece of berries, for example, or fruits, plums can be, peaches, any citrus, it's also wonderful. You satisfied your sweet craving without eating anything harmful, maintaining your waistline. Everything is good. We move on to lunch, make it more filling, and not so that for one portion, as I showed before, but we make a lot at once, so that there is enough food for several meals. We will have very tasty, cool turkey patties with broccoli and garnish. We take a piece of broccoli and 30-50 grams and boil it in boiling water for 2 minutes. While it's boiling, we measure a stack of red lentils, rinse it. And as soon as the broccoli is cooked, we immediately transfer them to cold water to cool them down quickly. Instead, we begin boiling the lentils. We salt it, pepper it. You can add spices. For example, a little bit of red pepper, just a tiny bit. Smoked paprika, turmeric. Cook everything for 20 minutes until the chickpeas are done. We gently slice the broccoli. Alternatively, you can quickly grind them into a porridge using a blender. We add to them 450 grams of minced meat. I have minced meat from turkey breast fillet. Salt, paprika can be added. We mixed and formed cutlets. I got 8 pieces. We fry so that the cutlets grab and do not fall apart during further stewing. You don't need to fry too much. While frying, we mix 3 tablespoons of sour cream or natural yogurt and 2 teaspoons of adjika. We add water and pour the sauce. We stew on low heat under a lid for 20 minutes and everything is ready. We get juicy and at the same time quite light and healthy cutlets. The adjika makes the sauce spicy, while chichul cheese and fresh veggies serve as garnish. We definitely don't forget to add vegetables, so it's easier for the body to digest food, especially meat. It's also a great source of beneficial vitamins and minerals. By the way, speaking of sauces, I want to say, look, if you don't like adjika because it's quite spicy, not everyone likes spicy, yes, you can replace it with tomato paste. But nevertheless, we check the ingredients to ensure the composition only contains tomatoes without sugar, starch, or salt. Instead of sour cream, I said you can take natural yogurt, and it turns out very tasty, very healthy, juicy. This sauce is perfect to garnish the same chechevica. It in essence acts as a kind of potato puree. It's substitute. Potato is a high-calorie product. It's better to consume it as little as possible when you want to lose weight. Possibilities to avoid it are, of course, available, but you can either cook chechevica as a substitute, or for example, make puree from butternut squash. It also turns out very, very nice. I've told you some useful information here. Let's move on to dinner. In this regard, look, what I want to say right away. If our breakfast should be as filling, dense, and classy as possible. Lunch also, either as filling as breakfast or slightly lighter, then we make dinner as light as possible. We eat, of course, not so that we have an hour or two left before sleep much earlier, so that the body has the opportunity to digest what we ate, so that it does not have any load on the digestive system during sleep. In this regard, I will now show very good recipes when you can prepare a quick salad. You come home from work tired, with no time, energy, or desire to spend a long time cooking. It literally takes 5 minutes to prepare, while the benefits, the satiety, are quite light. It will not overload our digestive system. There are proteins, there are beneficial fats, there is fiber, everything is wonderful. We cut half of the cucumber. I'm telling you now how to make one such good full portion of salad. We take the same amount by weight of tomato. On average, I got about 60 grams. And we take about the same amount of sweet pepper. Also plus or minus 62.82 ounces. We lay the greens on the bottom of the bowl. I took iceberg lettuce. Our vegetables, we salted them. Drizzle them with oil, such as rapeseed oil. It is a wonderful source of beneficial fats. You can take olive oil, for example. That's also great. A bit of lemon juice, and we add canned tuna. Literally 70 grams, so we get protein. In the end, we get a light fish salad. Useful and tasty. Rapeseed is a beneficial crop. You can't cook with it, but for dressing salads, for dressing porridge, it's perfect. I'll even take a bottle, as it's an excellent source of omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. That is such a perfect balance. What else I want to say is that I have similar videos on my channel, also 1,500 calories, a menu for the day. I will leave the links to them in the description under the video. And that's all from me. Have a good mood, stay fit, be good, love yourself, like yourself. Wishing everyone the most remarkable. Bye, everyone.